Medlanes runs an on-demand and digitally organized medical network for health and life insurances. They are using a blockchain-based protocol. Insurers like to work with Medlanes to access quality-assured medical providers at lower cost levels. They already partner with 30 insurers and are currently expanding from Europe to a global presence. Next on stage, Medlanes.
Hi everybody, my name is Emil Kenziora. I'm a medical doctor by training, but have basically moved over from practicing medicine into running tech companies. And currently I'm a founder and the CEO of Medlanes. Let's start with a quick introduction of what problem we're solving. I think everybody is quite aware that going to the emergency room on a Friday night is super annoying, right? Because you wait there for 5 hours and then most likely you're going to be sent home because it wasn't something super serious and it could have waited till Monday. And even more so if you bring your children, right? Because then the children are cranky, you're cranky, the doctor is probably also cranky on a Friday night or Saturday. I was usually. And this is kind of a very difficult problem to solve, because building care infrastructures is super difficult. Not only because building the infrastructure on a 24/7 basis is difficult, but because quality assurance is difficult. Everybody wants to, and of course also particularly insurance companies, would like their patients to be treated by doctors that get them to be healthy as quick as possible. And then last but not least, they would also like to cost control, right? Keeping the price as affordable as possible without jeopardizing quality. But in the end, doing this care infrastructure is very difficult. But this is exactly what Medlanes does. Medlanes is an on-demand, comprehensive care network. We have a good amount of doctors, currently around 400 to 500 doctors that work with us, where we, on a tap of a button, send one of our doctors to the patient's home. The patient is being treated on site as a house call, so high convenience for the patient. Of course, all doctors are quality assured. And then after the appointment, we guide the patient through the rest of his care path. So with digital consultations, with referrals, and basically the doctor and we as Medlanes are available for the patient to guide him through his care path. Over the next couple of minutes, and then also live, I would like to show you how that works in detail. So let's open the app. And when the screen switches, I can show you. But in a very fundamental way, I think you're very accustomed to the interface, because as an on-demand app, it basically looks like ordering a taxi or ordering a pizza. But of course, in this case, we're requesting medical help. And we're here right now, so let's try that out and actually request a doctor for my non-existing symptoms. All right, so the app is going to ask you for some additional information. For example, exact location, age range, and how you're insured. So there's a long list of insurance companies that you can pick for. What's your insurance status, basically, in the German market? And let me be very precise here. So we're publishing these requests to a large network of doctors, but not a single point, not a single piece of personal information is being submitted. But the doctors only get a very rough location, they get a time range, and of course they get the insurance status. So when the doctor basically gets this request, and let's go on here to actually do that. So now we're submitting this request to a large network of doctors. And these can be doctors that work directly with Medlanes. These can be doctors that are our partner doctors or even work exclusively for us. But as was said in the introduction, we're also using blockchain technology to open these requests up to a larger network. So for example, other providers can hook into our solutions and cover cities that we do not cover countries that we do not cover, or just add basically other providers, other doctors or nurses as supplement supply to our network, for example, in the middle of the night and for certain specialties. So when we now go on, the doctors will actually see this request and can now decide if they want to accept the request and then treat the patient, and then also be available for the patient afterwards. And as you can see here, request is pending. If it would be in the middle of the night, that might take a while, but I hope that one of the doctors will accept that as soon as possible. And then this doctor is being connected with the patient. And then, of course, these two communicate with each other on a secure infrastructure. And then, all right, perfect. Dr. Dirkwinkel has accepted the request, which means now the patient and the doctor communicate with each other, do the appointments, and then Dr. Dirkwinkel will also be available after the appointment for any type of follow-up care, follow-up consultations, referrals, and so on. And of course, this works here in Munich, but we can also use it in Stuttgart. We could do Berlin and 25 other cities in Germany and Austria and Switzerland with our own doctors. And then, as I just mentioned, in other countries, other doctor networks or provider infrastructures or hospital chains or even our competitors would have the opportunity to basically treat your patients. And this is basically Medlanes, how it works. So, to summarize, Medlanes is a network of medical providers that is digitally organized, basically on a digital layer. All these doctors, be it GPs, be it specialists, be it clinics, soon also pharmacies, soon also nurses, are integrated in that network and can be accessed by a tap of a button. And not only by a tap of a button or a tap on the phone, but also we are a web interface, we are a secure API integration, even by telephone, because realistically, a good amount of patients are maybe not mobile-first customers, but also elderly customers or very young children. We have a very large network or a very large range of age ranges from literally 1 year up to 95 years of patients that we treat. So to sum up, we are an on-demand, comprehensive medical provider network that is quality assured, that is cost controlled, basically treating your patients or your customers, and not only customers from insurance companies or health insurance companies, but also for travel insurance companies and life insurance companies and so on. We currently work with around 30 international travel insurance companies and will announce partnerships with major German insurance companies over the next weeks and months. And just to be sure, we have a few slots open for partnerships over the next months, so come talk to us at the booth in the end. And then, thank you very much.